Good morning, makers. Today is the day before Advent really starts, but I figured I'd start a day early so I can post on the 1st and keep up with it. So it's morning time. I just got up. I just got my coffee. So I'm going to grab my Advent, go over to the desk, talk about what I'm working on, and then get knitting. So let's see what we got. We'll flip it around here. Okay, got my coffee. Let's go. All right, day one. Okay. Beautiful, totally my color. And a lovely snowflake charm. So I want to talk briefly about the pattern I'm going to do. Originally, I was going to do the Adventurer's Wrap. I talked about that on my podcast, but as I looked at the pattern yesterday, I realized that the Adventurer's Wrap kept alternating colors back and forth, and I wanted a pattern that was just day 1 color, day 2 color, day 3 color, day 4 color. So I decided on the Hygge and Hearth pattern. The Hygge and Hearth scarf. You do the same section every single day and then you join them together. It's by Samantha Troia. If you watch the Bumblebee Acres podcast, it's Sam B as she goes by on there. So I will be doing that, and I have even calls for a provisional cast on, and I even did that last night, so I will be ready to start up. Okay, so it is almost 9 o'clock. I am now dressed for the day. Had coffee, made my husband breakfast, knit some more. I just ate breakfast. So the pattern I'm using is a repeat of 24 rows for each color. So it's just 24 rows times, I think, 83 stitches. So I'm already halfway done, you guys. Here's what we're looking at. Now that provisional cast on, you can still see it at the bottom. So I think that's technically the right side. But yeah, so this is going to be really easy and great, and I think no problem at all. unless I have a crazy day in between. But so I'm changing locations. I'm gonna put an album on and sit here and knit. I have an hour till I have to go pick up groceries and then do some housework and things like that. So all right, so it's now 9:45, and I'm finished for the day for this pattern. So here's what it, excuse me, here's what it looks like. So what you see here will just be duplicated every single day, and then at the end, it looks like I will take off this provisional cast on and I will Kitchener stitch the ends together. So it's called a scarf, but it's basically like a big long cowl. And it does use 25 colors, so I will use part of the day 25, the full skein, in the end of this one. So I have quite a bit left. I didn't weigh the mini skein before. Of course, they always say they're 20 grams, but sometimes they're a little more generous. So let's see what we have left. I don't know if you can see that, but it says 13. So I have over half of that. So I might also make a pair of scrappy socks with that. So I have to go get groceries and do some things around the house, but we'll see this afternoon if I feel motivated to start some socks up. All right, so it is now 1:30, and earlier I had finished my part 1 of Advent. Here is the finished for day 1. And this is the Hygge and Hearth scarf. And I basically decided, since I am my goal for this Advent is to, 1, use it up, and 2, do projects that are somewhat mindless in the sense that you do your color, it's the same thing. So that's why I had chose this pattern. This pattern is 24 rows, and it is going to be the same 24 rows for each color. So I'll probably get even faster while I do this because I had it memorized by the end of this. So you can see I have already cut my yarn, and because I had a little more than half left, I was trying to decide what to do, and I thought scrappy socks, but then I thought, I really want finished objects. Do I want to do 2 socks and worry about evening it out? I could do 2 at a time socks. Really wasn't feeling it. So I went online and found a pattern I had not seen before, and this one is crochet. So I'll show this page. This one is Just Feel Festive Shawl. It's kind of scrunched up there. This is a crochet pattern, and it is $1 on Ravelry. And if you can kind of see it, again, this is super repetitive. It's kind of like a bias granny stripe is what it basically is. So I didn't take any video of me crocheting it because I didn't know if I was going to keep it, but I think I am going to keep going on it. This pattern does call for fingering held double, so that you use up your 20 grams. But since I was starting off with about half of that, I found a mohair in my stash. This is from Hugh Loco. I've had this for quite a while. It is Snowshoe. Pretty much, probably, I'm guessing, the natural mohair. So I have started it and held it with mohair, and it is lovely. I love this so much. So yeah, and The yarn you literally see here is the end of the Advent color right here. So because this is kind of an easy, I'm not too precious about getting through a whole stripe. So I just stopped with this much left on this row. And I am just going to pick up with the color tomorrow and go till I pretty much run out of color. So I hope to, if I keep on target every day, I will have a nice big cowl and a shawl done. One knit project, one crochet project. So that's where I am. So I will start tomorrow with color 2, day 2, and do my knit project first to the amount of rows I need, and then whatever I have left I will add into here with the mohair, and I'm really excited. So yeah, I thank you for following me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's about 10 to 7, day 2, and I'm getting ready to start my day. I got my coffee. My cat is here trying to see what's up. So, let's see. We got bag 2. We got coffee. Let's head to the desk and open it up. All right, let's see what we have. That one's fun. That's pretty. Of course, there's always Lori's signature speckles in there. So, all right, I'm gonna wind this up and get it on my needles. Alright, so I got my yarn wound up. I show you a little bit of what I do first thing in the morning. Usually I am the first one up in my house, so I try to be quiet, thus I have my headphones here. I sit at my desk and I knit or crochet and watch podcasts. So currently on my podcasts, I put them all into a watch later, and I have 88 videos. I usually separate them by oldest first, and then usually I'll watch the first video, their old one, and catch up on all their videos. So yeah, so I'm about to do that. Here is where I'm at. I got my new yarn in here. I have all my Advent projects in this one bag currently. One of my old Mrs. Brown's bags. And so I have my counter for my 24 rows here. I have my crochet project in there, my crochet hook and pattern. So I am ready to knit. I'll see you on the other side. Hey y'all, it is 9 o'clock and my hair is looking silly. I am headed to ArkansasYarnCo today. Today is filming day. Lori and I are filming our December Sock Yarn Society unboxing. So you get to go with me and see our friends and get a little sneak peek behind the scenes. right, so it's 7 o'clock at night. I'm home from the yarn shop, had dinner, and I have completed my Advent projects for the day. So far, so good. So here is day 1 and 2 of my knit project. And day 1 and 2 of my crochet shawl. Oh, this is so soft. So yeah, once again, I went till I pretty much ran out for a tail. And I didn't on my crochet, but I did weave in my ends. Except for the last color. The strands you're seeing at the bottom are my provisional cast on. But otherwise, so I won't have a bunch of ends to weave in at the end of the projects. So yeah, I'm quite happy with these, and I'm all caught up, so I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 3, a little bit after 6. I'm already at my desk with my coffee, and here we are. Got bubble gum and this. So yeah, beautiful black speckling with the sparkle. Now this year, Lori had your choice of Advents in sparkle or yummy plush base. If you aren't into sparkle, but I am always into sparkle. So let's wind it up. Hey everyone, it is 9 o'clock at night and I'm going to wrap this up because I am tired. But I did finish both of my Advent projects. So here is the knit one. I love today's color. It just has those blips of like a blackish gray and whites in there. And then my crochet one, which again, I didn't take any video of me working on it. Kind of all tangled up in the mohair. With the mohair, it looks like the softest like baby blanket right now. Because the colors are so soft and then the mohair tones it down even more. So yeah, but here is where we are at. So end of day 3 and I am on target for tomorrow. And I don't see anything tomorrow being a problem to get the Advent done. So I hope you all are working on your projects and making some progress. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is just now 6 o'clock. I have been awake since a little after 5 because I didn't sleep well and my cat really wanted me to get out of bed. So it's going to be a long day and definitely going to be a nap in my future today. But until then, there's coffee. So let's see what we got here today. Coffee. Let's go. Okay, so my money is wound up. But I think because I'm so tired and thus a little cranky because I'm so tired, I think I'm not going to start on Advent knitting right away. I'm going to work on something I want to work on, which I think will be my Rocket DK sweater that I really want done. So I'm going to work on that, and I think I'm going to listen to a record this morning. Actually, just Spotify. My favorite artist, BTS, one of the members, has a brand new album today, RM, so I think I'm going to listen to that and work on my sweater and wait for Advent knitting a little bit later until I wake up. Okay, it is about 12:30 and I've barely started the Advent. It's been a day. And I just woke up from a nap. So I feel like I still look like a hot mess. I don't know. Is that what vlogging is? Just looking like a hot mess every part of my day? Do people really want to see that? Anyway, I have barely gotten on. I think I did like 3 rows maybe this color earlier. So, I am going to a movie tonight and dinner, my daughter. So I need to get going on this. And I'm also teaching a crochet class tomorrow at ArkansasYarnCo. So I have got to finalize my notes for that. Here's my sampler crochet that we're going to make in class. So I just have to type up the note and send it to Jessa so that we can have printouts for the class. So it's time to do some work. Hey everyone, it is 10 o'clock at night. My daughter and I just got home a few minutes ago from Wakanda Forever. It was excellent, excellent. But I have yet to finish my Advent knitting. So I am working away at my crochet shawl. But I will stop and show you what I have. I did finish the knitted one earlier. I love today's color. You may see my cat in front of you because The animals have been home all night by themselves, so my cat especially is super restless and keeps jumping up here. So yeah, I did finish that, and I did start on the crochet earlier, so I have some progress, but have a little bit left. But I'm gonna just keep working away at it. Although I did take my sweater into the movie with me. This is my Rocket Tee DK. So if you can see here, the brown marker is where I podcasted last, which was last Saturday. But the pink is where I was when I started the movie, right when the lights were going down. So I knit about 2.5 inches, so super excited about that. So couldn't really crochet in the dark, but I brought my sweater in my purse with the one ball of yarn. Excuse me. So yeah, good movie tonight. We had a good dinner. We went to Big Orange here, which is known for burgers and salads. I took a picture of that. And yeah, so I'm just going to crochet away here until I finish before I go to bed. I'm determined to finish and be caught up with my Advent, because tomorrow I am going to ArkansasYarnCo again. I am teaching a crochet class. So that will take up a good section of my day. So yeah, and so I don't want to start off behind schedule, because I will have time to finish no problem once I get home, even if I didn't start them before I left, but I don't like feeling like I'm already behind. So I am just going to sit here and finish this. All right, I'm done. That took me 10 minutes. So here it is. I kind of made a mistake over here the other day. I wasn't doing the end right, but it's my shawl and I don't care. I'm not going back, but you see how this one kind of slants nicely. This one should do that, but I made a little oopsie over here, but it'll be all right. So yes, I love it. And now I'm going to go give the dogs their good night goodies, and I'm going to go to bed. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's about 5:45 and we've already had a morning. Woke up a little after 5 to the cat tearing up the carpet in the hallway, thus all of us were awake, and then my daughter was saying it was too hot in her room, so I'm trying to be extra quiet so that hopefully my daughter and my husband can go back to sleep. But my rule is as long as it's after 5 o'clock, I'm okay getting up because I get up everywhere from 5 to 6:30. And you can see the said bad cat is right here. So, here's package day 5. Okay. And I don't have my full lights on because my daughter likes to leave her room open, so that's pretty. There's just little speckles of green in there. So that is really nice. And there is a little stitch marker of a raccoon. So I'm going to wind this up and quietly get crafting. Hey everyone, it is 7:45 and I'm done with my advent making of the day. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Here is my knitting. Day 1 through 5. I really love these last two colors. And my crochet. I think I'm going to weave the ends in on this crochet. I haven't done any of these ones. Yeah, so loving this so far. So I didn't do much footage today. Today I went to ArkansasYarnCo. You'll see I put in a picture. I did bring my tripod to try to take some footage, but since I was teaching class, I was just kind of too involved in that. Trying to stay focused. So I didn't really take any footage there. And then I came home and my daughter had a friend over who was in the living room, so I didn't want to really film anything while she was here. So she just left an hour ago and I just have been working on finishing and catching up my projects. And I'm just going to chill the rest of the night. I think I'm going to weave these ends in, maybe work on my husband's sweater sleeve a little bit, because if you watch my podcast, you know that I promised him a sweater by the end of the calendar year. So I have the rest of the month to finish 2 sleeves. So doable, but with advent knitting and other things, I need to make sure I have time to work on his sweater. So I think I will do a little bit of that tonight. So sorry this is a short one, but I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's 5:45, and obviously Sebi is here with me to open up Day 6. I love this one. What do you think, Sam? Yeah, you just want to rub it on your face. I know. Okay, take up the stitch marker. This is a lovely peachish, orangish. No, Sam. No. Of course, signature speckle. Oh, this is gonna be nice. I'm excited to add this. So, just a little note before I start winding this up. What I'm wearing today, if you could see it, I stole, aka borrowed, because Lori knows I have it. But you'll notice I'm wearing a sweater from ArkansasYarnCo. This sweater, this cardigan, is called the Lamana, or Lamana, Lamana. A friend made this for Lori and sent it to her. And if you ever tried a piece of clothing on and it literally fit you like a glove, that is this sweater. Every time I come in, I say, "Where's my sweater at?" And I usually wear it around the shop. I've wanted to make one forever. Lori will be special dyeing me a sweater quantity of her graphite and sparkle with mohair, because this is held with mohair, fingering and mohair, and it is the most comfortable sweater ever. Again, if you look at the pattern on Ravelry, it's so boring. In fact, Lori just talked about it on their recent podcast. But this is beautiful and it fits me lovely, and she let me go home and take it home and borrow it because I'm going to talk about it on my next podcast. The next time I see Lori, I think we're going to dye the yarn together, because she's actually going to be making a matching one, also in graphite, which is her gray. Because if I'm going to spend that much on a cardigan, hand-dyed sweater, I want it to be one that I can wear with everything. So I get to keep this and wear this around for a little over the next week, because I won't see her again for a little over a week. And yeah, I love this sweater. I probably will be living in it. Hey everyone, it's been kind of a quiet day here at the house. It has been raining all day, so we've all been pretty laid back today. so I didn't really do much filming, but I wanted to show my progress. So here is my knit pattern, and I will have both of the patterns I'm using linked below. And here is my crochet one. I'm liking the transition in here the last couple days. So yeah, I am still caught up for tomorrow. I also did tonight, the family, we were all watching TV for a few hours, and so I've pulled out my husband's sweater. And I am working on a sleeve right here. And I made pretty good progress tonight. I think I was about like right here when I started tonight. So making good progress. I think I have 2 more 8 round repeats of decreases till whatever the next section is in the sleeve. But yeah, it's going well. And then I just have 1 more sleeve after that. So I promised a sweater at the end of this month. So my priorities, besides doing my Advent projects every day, is working on my husband's sweater and trying to also work on my chevron throw, which I haven't done the last few days. I would like to get that done by the end of the month, but honestly, the sweater has to come first, so it'll be Advent projects, sweater, chevron throw. And then, as you saw yesterday, or the day before, that I've been putting in a little time with my sweater too, just because I'm at such the easy point where I don't have to think about it. So that is all the making I have done today. So tomorrow I'll be running around doing errands. My husband has an appointment I need to take him to, so my daughter and I'll be running around while we're waiting on him. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning. It is 5:40 in the morning. First sip of coffee. All right. Ooh, this one's a nice neutral. Just a white sparkle, of course, with rainbow speckles. Love it. All right, so I'm gonna get busy. Hey everyone, I thought I would share once a week I go on Instagram and I do a pattern inspiration story on my Instagram stories. So I thought I would just share how I come to those. So I'm on my Ravelry page right now in my favorites, and pardon. I have all kinds of bundles, my wish list, baby items, cardigans, towels, dress, skirts, things like that. But I started a folder, two different folders actually. One is called Share Me, and one is called Instagram Shares. So let's go into the Share Me. So these are patterns that I have seen other people either on my Ravelry Friends page or Instagram that have caught my eye, and I know I want to share on Instagram. So I have, different season kind of things, different stuff, both crochet, knitting, all the things. So this is where I pull those from. I go in here and I pick 4 patterns for that week. I tag the makers on Instagram and then I share them. Now, if you follow me on my Instagram stories and want to remember what pattern I shared, but the story has disappeared, if you friend me on Ravelry, you can go to my profile and then you can see right here my favorites. And then you basically are in that screen I just was at. And there is a bundle called Instagram Shares. So this bundle are things I have previously shared on my stories. I started doing that because I think I had double posted some items previously because I love them so much. I posted them more than once. So if I've posted it on my stories, I have now moved it into this folder so you can find those things I have previously mentioned. If you're like, where did I see that at? They are in this folder. So it's 9:30 and I just finished my knit. Oh, I love this. I love this for the day. So I'm not going to start on my crochet one yet. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about what my day usually looks like. So I was really nervous about vlogging because I don't do much. I'm an introvert. I don't work outside the home, just as a housewife, stay-at-home mom, stuff like that. But I thought I would give it a go. So usually what my normal Monday through Friday looks like, especially, is, as y'all know, I get up early. Depends what time every day. Excuse me. I slow drink my cold cup of coffee. Usually it takes me about 2 hours. And whether I'm done or not, I usually make my husband breakfast about 7:30 because he works from home, has since before pandemic. So we were all used to being home together every day before the pandemic started. So that wasn't really much of a change for us. He works in our extra bedroom, his office now. It used to be, when we moved in, it was my yarn room. That's why I'm in a little desk in the living room now, because he has to have an office. But he likes hot breakfast, so every day at 7:30 I make him coffee and breakfast. And if I've been up for 2 hours, then usually I'll make myself breakfast too, but otherwise I'll go back to my coffee until I'm done. And then once I eat my breakfast, to me, my work day starts. I usually get dressed, make the bed, start laundry, do some housework. I basically get up from my knitting time and get real about my day. So I've already had breakfast because I was hungry when I was cooking for him, so I've already eaten. But like I had said earlier, I have to take him to an appointment today. We're going to be out running errands, so I'm kind of glad to know this part is already done. My husband has varicose veins on his leg, and one leg was really bad, really bad. He got that leg taken care of last month. So today he goes back and he's getting the other leg done. we're hoping this one won't be so bad. The other leg, they basically had to do like 40 cuts, and they took the vein out of his leg. So as you can imagine, he was pretty bruised up for quite a while. He still has a little bruising on his legs, but it looks so much better. So much better. So I'm happy he's finally getting it taken care of. But because he'll be on, they only give him one medication pill to take before the surgery, like last 24 hours. And he's awake the whole time. So I'm happy it's him getting it done and not me, because that would freak me out. So he's getting that done today. I have to take him. It's an outpatient surgery, but it takes a few hours. So my daughter and I'll go out and go shopping and stuff like that while he is in there. And then tomorrow I take him back. Basically, the doctor checks it out one day later to make sure everything looks okay. So it's a pretty easy procedure considering how dangerous those veins are. So I'm glad he's getting that done. So that's what my day looks like today. Like I said, otherwise I don't work, and thankfully my husband has a job where I'm able to stay at home. So when I say I'm working, it usually means I'm doing housework. I take it that is my job. I do, most of the cooking for him and making sure that he doesn't have to clean the house or do the laundry, because basically he's makes the bacon. So I'll be out. We'll see if I do a little footage later while I'm out. Otherwise, Monday night usually is movie night with my daughter and I. We alternate picking movies. I usually pick movies that I grew up on, or my husband and I loved, that, we do catchphrases and just things like, what is that from? So I'll sometimes pick movies like, oh, now you know where that's from. Why we say that all the time. So I'm not sure what we're watching tonight, but because my husband will have to be in the living room on the lazy boy with his leg up, we probably need to pick something that he will enjoy also. So I will see y'all later. You guys, I am at Target, and I have to tell you about the best thing ever this time of year. It is this. This particular mix is the best. And it is hard to find, and it's only available for like 1 month. So don't judge me, but I'm going to put many of these in my cart because I probably won't be back to Target till after Christmas. Hey everyone, it's a little after 3 and I'm sitting in a parking lot and doing some knitting on my sweater, because again, it's the easiest thing. I'm just knitting in the round for the body right now. So, but I'm waiting for my husband's leg procedure to be done. He said he thought they were wrapping up, so I'm waiting out in the parking lot so I can pull up and pick him up. But I didn't bring my Advent, so when I get home later, I'll have that to do. But it's going to be a pretty laid-back night. I already picked up dinner, which is Zaza's salad, which is my husband's favorite. So my daughter and I did some shopping when we dropped my husband off, and we went to Target. You saw that I got my trail mix I love there. I bought 4 of them. Did some other shopping around, but again, it's a dreary day and we were like so tired. So we figured he would be in there for a few hours. So I picked up the salads and we went home and we both took a nap. I got about 20 minutes before my husband texted me, and then my daughter was still sleeping when I left. So I just left her a note and I didn't wake her up. So it's gonna be a pretty laid back night, so I should get lots of making in tonight. I would like to do some spinning, but probably is not gonna happen tonight. I'll probably go home, do my crochet Advent project, and work on my husband's sleeve. If I get enough done tonight watching TV, I could, I don't know, maybe get to the cuff. We'll see, since I'm still decreasing down. It's going a lot quicker, but
yeah, pretty laid back day. It'll probably be laid back tomorrow too, because honestly, when I always do house chores when my husband's working, like again, I think of it like that's my job. I don't want to do laundry on the weekend when he's sitting on the couch or doing something fun or going for a bike ride when I could be doing the same thing. So, he's going to be laid up on the couch all night tonight, all day, and all night tomorrow, which means I'm probably not going to get any housework done, which is fine by me. I just know mentally that if he is lazing it up on the couch, I don't get anything done. So I pretty much know that that'll be me also sitting there knitting or crocheting. So sounds good to me.